Well, hello everybody. Just thought I'd do a little video, show you the leaves that are around here, starting to come down. They're coming down pretty good in my yard right now. This won't be a long live stream, just showing you. Oh, I gotta show you something too. After waiting all summer, look what I got. One little mater. And there's blossoms over there because the plant fell over. And there's some right there. They're never going to have time to do anything, but I'm going to leave them on until I start seeing frost. Go back to my swing. Howdy, whoever's there. Sitting here doing some earthing. I want to get outside for a while. The sun's up there, of course. Hello, whoever's there. Hello, hello, hello. You see the leaves all over the place. And there's still a lot of them on the trees yet. But they're everywhere. Fall is in the air. The trees are really starting to change good now too. And I don't know if you can see it. With that big pine back there, even they drop needles. Four-wheelers going by a lot faster than they should be. I hauled a camper for my sister. 156 miles with my truck the other day. I don't know if you can see it. It's over in her yard over there. It's right in this area. It's a big one too. Pretty good size. Her stepson's living in there right now, and it's for them too. Look at their leaves on my roof up there. Can you see them? Leaves and moss, and see the maple there. It's, oh my God, oh, it's up there. There's some brown ones on there. This one that I'm sitting next to here used to turn really beautiful, like flame orange. But now, lately, the last few years, it's been turning yellow. And I cut off a lot of the branches here. Hey, Southern Prairie, how are you? I miss you. Still using the moringa. You have to get some more pretty soon. Hey, Luke, how are you? Hope everything's good for you guys. Yeah, I'm just sitting out here on my swing, drive everybody nuts, and showing everybody the leaves. and doing some earthing. Let's see. You're feeling weak and sick today. Oh no. Hope you get better. Yeah, Southern Prairie, it is nice. He's not too far away from me. 20 miles or less. I don't even think it's that far. So we plan to get together one of these days. Yeah, he has. It's like my yard doesn't look the same either. I've cut off a lot of branches. These you can see over there. All around my yard. Hopefully you got somebody going to come and take most of those trees over there. Oh no. Well, I hope you feel better soon. I've got about 12 cats now. Lord Jesus, touch and heal that boy. I call you a boy because you're younger than me. A lot. You're not, but I do that to everybody. I got a widowmaker up there, a small one, next to my power line. I was stoked. The river turned out nice yesterday. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know, Southern Prairie. That's what I want. I got plans. Like if I know someone is burning firewood or something, they can just come clean this out. I got a lot of wood here they can take out. And I want to put in apple trees and pear trees and peach trees for me. For when things get bad, you know. Trying to think ahead of something to eat, you know. I kind of like to eat. Yeah, I planted grapes already. I expected maybe this year, but that I'd get some, but nope, not yet. It's growing still, but it's not doing as well as I hoped it would. It's purple Mars grapes. They're seedless, and himrods. I had to think of the name. Seedless ones. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had muscadines. I'm sure I have. I'm wondering if that's what they up here what they call wild grapes, because they're really sour. I have a right over in there towards the edge of the road. There's one that grows over there too, but I haven't seen anything of that one this year. So I don't know if it died or what. They have 2 to 3 seeds in them normally. Oh, I haven't eaten them since I was a kid. The ones that we got, they're really sour. They're sweet. Oh, you struck it rich then. You have a muscadine tree from UF, and the fruit is awesome. Grape jelly. Oh yeah. Oh yes. If I had those, I would too. Because I love to eat grapes, even though I shouldn't, because they're loaded with sugar. Muscadine tree is, wow, that's something different too. that I guess I never tried muscadines. And look, if they're sweet and everything. The ones I got, they were purple and everything, but boy, were they sour. And I got choke cherries out here on the main road where I walk to get the mailbox, to the mailbox every day. There's some big ones out there this year. Those I know are sour. Closest to Concord grape I can get. Yes, I love Concord grapes. I've had some very sour ones too, yeah. I eat much for the sour ones. At least you're not expecting it. When you go to eat a grape, I expect a sweet grape, and then, whoa, bite into one of those, pucker you up for about a week. Here's one of my customers. He hasn't noticed me sitting here. I don't know how he could not. Hi, kitty. That's not my cat either. I feed about 10 or 11 of them. There's one I fell in love with, though. He's a little orange fuzzball. Cutest little thing. And I'm sure it's a male. I'm not sure. Oh, I'd love to have a lemon tree. I absolutely love lemons. There's one lemon, I think it's a Myers lemon. I could be getting this wrong, but one's bigger than the other. Oh, I know, Luke, I do too. I love peaches. I don't pick them green. I let them babies ripen right on the tree, and my dad used to have one. And they were so full of juice, it would run right down the front of you. You try to eat them. I want red delicious apples because I want Cortland apples. They're the best apples. And they need a pollinator, and I'd rather have it be red delicious because I love those too. And when I grew peaches, I had Red Haven peaches, and they were really nice. But I bought the dwarf trees, and that thing used to get so loaded with fruit, it would hang right to the ground. And of course, the squirrels just loved that. Used to make me mad. They'd pick the peach off the tree, take one bite, and leave the rest lay there. Or else I'd pick one off when it was green yet, go up on top of the garage I used to have and eat it in front of me, just to tick me off. Your neighbor has 3 different types of apples growing, and they're very tasty. Oh, I could imagine. Better than store-bought. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's apple trees. There's this place we used to go camping when I was a kid. It's still there. We just called it the old apple tree because there was a road there and an apple tree right on the corner. And it was wild. The birds planted it or something. But every time we went camping up there, we had to stop and get apples off that tree. Hey, Amish Pope. How you doing, brother? Happy Sunday. Happy October 1st. Gosh, I can't believe it's October already. Yeah, I pulled a camper from my sister yesterday, Amish Pope. 156-mile trip. And it was not a little mini travel trailer. It was bigger. I think it's about... It's got to be at least 20, 30 foot long. You can see it through the trees over there. Can I zoom on this? Let's see. I don't know if I can. How do I get that box out of the way? Oh, like that. You can see it through the trees over there. If I can get my finger out of the way. I hauled that one. Not yesterday, the day before now. 79 there. Cool. It is, let me see if it'll let me get to it now, because I'm on my phone. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I'm talking about my watch, everybody. It shows me the temperature and all that. I gotta find the right one here. Nope, that's my heartbeat. Well, I'm still alive. There we go, that one. Florida does have a few types of apples that can grow in South Florida, but it'll take years just to set fruit. Yeah, a friend of the family has one, and after 5 years, yeah, I know, that's the only bad thing. Yeah, that's what they say. 81 at your place, Luke? Let's see what it says here. Well, my battery's telling me it's low. 80 degrees. It says 80 degrees here. Don't feel that way. It was freezing in the house. Getting too old. I'm going back through to see if I missed anything. I don't think so. I think I'm still zoomed in a little bit. Oh, guess not. I could go sit at the other table over there, but that's right in the sun. Oh, 105. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. There'd be a puddle of sweat laying here where I was sitting. Yeah, that's terrible. You guys have to suffer with that heat like that. It's been pretty much in the 70s lately here. It's warmer today, but it's been in the 70s. You see, my tomatoes didn't do so hot this year. Cucumber vines all turning colors, but I got about, I don't know, 8, 9 cucumbers off there. Pumpkin season, yep. The thought of the 70s, yeah. Of course, I live in the trees too, so guarantee you, if I walk out there on that road, the temperature will jump probably 5 to 10 degrees. Because I got all these trees here that cover everything. So it stays pretty cool here. 60s and 50s for you guys, Tim? Cool. I like the cool weather. Of course, everybody knows I love winter more than anything. Hey, Putty Tat, I see you. Anybody need cats? These are outside cats. I don't know how I'd catch them, though. I got about 10 of them running around here that I feed because I can't stand to see them starving. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Some people can do it and not care what happens to them, but that ain't me. My two are in the house. Okay, Luke, thanks for stopping by. I hope you feel better. I know you will. A new raised bed. Oh, I would love to have those. They're so expensive for everything, though. My sister had a pretty good garden over there. She said about the only thing that grew good was pumpkins. Of course, they're like a squash, same family. Yeah, God bless you, Luke. Thanks for stopping by, brother. My sister got another puppy on top of the four she had. It's a pit and boxer, and I don't know what the other one is. It looks like a pit to me. I just don't trust those kind of dogs. I don't know. And I've seen some nice ones that were friendly and everything. It's just, I don't know. I hear too many times that people, they just, all of a sudden the dog turns on them. But then again, you don't know how they're being raised either. I see you go over there, kitty, by my tire. Kitty, 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 kitty. There's about 3 different calicos. Some white ones. And then some, another calico. If he had more spots on him, I think it was a male. Because of the way it looks in the face, and I know that'd be worth money, but he's mostly white. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, perfect theme. Black cat for Halloween. I don't celebrate that evil day. Nope, 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 nope. But I'm not superstitious either. But today was also the opening day of bow season here. So I wonder how many deer I'm going to be missing off my property. I have 5 of them that don't leave. They're here all the time. They're here someplace. They may come walking out while I'm sitting here. And about 30 turkeys. Well, if you see the shorts I did in that, and some of the regular videos I did of the deer, then I quit taping them because I didn't want to bore everybody to death looking at deer every day. I rescued a dove that got attacked by something. Dropped its tail feathers. Thank goodness I was able to catch it. Yeah. Poor thing. I wasn't going to do a live stream, but then I thought, oh, maybe for a few minutes. Oh, you can't see it. There's a hawk circling up there. My sister over there, she has chickens too. She's got, I think, about 15 kind of medium-sized ones. They're not full-grown yet, and then they got about 27 babies. Now you're trying to catch a thrasher, beautiful bird. Not easy. He runs fast. He injured his wing. Oh, yeah. I rescued a killdeer once, only for him to get away from me and run out in the road and get squashed right by a truck right in front of me. I didn't know it. I thought the bird was hurt, and what it was she was trying to lead me away from her nest because they lay out their eggs on the ground in the field. I didn't see nothing. Didn't even know they were there. They're outside playing with the puppy over there now. It's my mom and dad's house. My baby sister lives there now. Her dogs are all out there somewhere. 3 Chihuahuas, one that's kind of like a Spitzy type and Chihuahua or something mixed, and then her new puppy. Safe from being attacked from a red-breasted hawk. Okay, yeah, they like to circle around here. Looks so beautiful. It is. I love chickens. Baked, fried, stewed, boiled. Yeah, me too. Well, I went over there the one day a couple weeks ago because something attacked her adult chickens, killed them all. So I went over there and butchered them all, about 9 of them. She didn't know what she's doing. She said, "Can you come over and clean them for me?" Says, I don't want to do that. Her husband was working, so I went over there and processed them. Oh. Yeah, it's a good idea to have some. I've got some. I've been doing it right along. I've been going through my freezer and getting as many things out of there as I can, but I had to stop because I ran out of jars. Well, not totally out of jars, but I always use my wide mouths first, especially when canning chicken because it's so much easier to get them in there. Sweet corn. Oh, yeah, that'd be good. I like that when the sun's coming through the trees. There's some red up there further. Right out of shelving. Got a Trinity 6-tier shelf. 1,000 pounds per shelf at Costco for a song. Yeah, that's what mine are. 1,200 pounds. They're 4 foot long, and they're the certified ones. Well, if you've seen my latest videos and that and my live streams, you've seen them back there before I started using my green screen. I got them on that wall behind what you guys can see, and on the side by the window, and across the other wall going up the other side. I got the chrome ones. Well, stainless steel. They call it chrome, but, well, it is shiny like chrome, but yeah. The wire ones. But I found out with those, you got to put cardboard down or something on them shelves or get those liner things. Because you get anything too close to the front, like say pint jars, where they're not as heavy as the quart jars, they tip forward, boom, they're on the floor. So you got to put cardboard or something right up to the front edge because I'm using as much space as I can get. I stack them things right back to the wall and all the way forward. Yeah, you can. Oh, I need to get some more too. But I want some of the same ones I got. Because They're 4 foot long, and I think it's 18 inches wide, something like that. I believe it is. From the wall to the front is like 18 inches. But I would like to, if I can get somewhere, get some of them liner things to put on it because it makes it more stable for jars to sit on. And I stack my jars, like 2 or 3 jars high. But what I do is I leave the rings on the bottom ones and I loosen them, back them off a little bit so that the top jar is not sitting right on the seal, you know, so that it's got a little leeway there, and stack them because I'm going to do what I have to with limited space. Mine are 84 or 86 tall. They go right to the ceiling. But of course you can adjust them. They would be a little shorter if I took the wheels off. These ones I left the wheels on in case I wanted to move them. But it says if I take the wheels off that they can even support more weight. So I might do that one of these days because I got to go in there and, oh, that's a nightmare job. Take everything off the shelves and rearrange everything so I can do my inventory. Because, you know, I have everything perfectly all lined up and everything, but when you go in there, you get new stuff, you stick it here and you stick it there, wherever you got a hole, you know. And pretty soon it's all disarray and I got to take everything off there. Well, I don't really have to take everything off, but I want to take everything off because I want to put cardboard or something down there on the ones that don't have anything to make them sturdier. Yeah, that's what you do, yep. You run out of space. I try to organize things. I have, like in the end here, where the shelf comes, it doesn't come all the way to the wall. I go to the window, on the other side of the window, all the way across, and then about 2 foot, I leave here because I got buckets stacked up there, and then I got another shelf going across this way. So, oh, I have maybe 3 or 4 foot, not quite 4 foot, maybe 2 foot, stacked with baby carrots that I canned. And there's a lot of jars of those, and I did them all in quarts. I didn't have very many pints, and I prefer for just me to do everything in pints because once I open a good 3-pound jar of carrots, what am I going to do with it, you know, if I only need a little bit, you know? I mean, not that I wouldn't eat them, but it's like me by myself, I don't eat stuff fast enough, and then I end up throwing it out. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be wasteful. But I did what I could do. You know, I didn't have a bunch of pint jars at the time. Now all I buy is pints. But I'm not going to throw out all my good quart jars. Start all over again with nothing. Oh, that's good. Butternut squash. Yeah, I got squash. I got crookneck squash. I slice it up, and I don't spend a lot of money canning because it's stupid. I slice them up like coins, you know, or like slicing potatoes. I slice them up that way, and I put them in the jars and put water on them, and I can them. Pressure can them. I pressure can everything. And it works really good. And then when I go to eat them, see, those are in pint jars. I just dump them, the water off, and throw them in the frying pan with some butter and fry them. It works really good. Carrot soup, yeah, that's good. Could do that. Usually when I open a big jar, it's when I'm making stew or something like that. I'm making a big batch of it. If I had pints, it would be a lot easier. Well, I do have pints, but they're commercial ones. Oh, I got to tell you this too. You know how they do the commercial food? They say, it should be done this way, and you can't can it yourself, like pumpkin and certain things like that, which is a crock of baloney. Can't can noodles, that's also a crock. I do it all the time, and I ain't dead yet. What was it? Mixed fruit, I think it was. I kept smelling something, and I couldn't find anything. And this was bought and stuff. Well, I go in there the one day, and this can, it was bulging so much. The bottom was bulging, the top was bulging, and it was leaking black stuff. And it was still sealed. I mean, or else the can would have exploded. Because the way it was, I mean, it looked, I don't know how to describe it other than an egg or something. It popped out on both ends. Well, I'm carrying that out to the dumpster over there. And I dropped it in there, and that thing started hissing. I shut that lid right away. Ugh. And then I found one where the lid, the commercial can lid, popped right off. And this can, it was solid black inside. And it wasn't even that old. So watch your commercial can stuff, guys. It ain't no better than what we do. Who knows what they do to it. I do baked beans all the time. Not had that soup in years. Baked beans. Yep. That is metal cans. Yep. We don't buy anything in metal cans. Yeah. I wouldn't either, but I don't have money to be able to buy organic, grass-fed, all of that all the time. So I do what I can do. And I was really shocked. I have never, ever had anything that I can remember that I canned ever go bad. I have stuff in there that I canned back in 2010. Still fine. Just fine. You think I'm throwing it out? No way. But now I do go through my stuff I got that's commercially canned and keep an eye on it because you never know. You can't have the BIS in the lining of cans. Yeah, I know. You're a special circumstance, though, you know. You have to be real careful. I'd like to be, but I just can't afford to do that. I do what I can, organic and grass-fed, and, you know, I prefer everything shoved in dirt, pulled out, and put in a jar. That's about it. Potato soup. Oh, I love that stuff. Tater soup. Tater cheese soup. Oh. Friend of ours, when she made potato soup, she put, I think it was pulley sausage, cut up pieces of pulley sausage and put in there. I don't do that. Potato soup is supposed to be potatoes. Just potatoes. Well, it does have onions and garlic and stuff, but, you know. Potato soup with cornbread. Oh, yeah, cornbread's good with anything, just about. I love it with chili. Different kinds of beans, like baked beans, bean soup. Oh, just about any kind of way you can make beans. I hope I don't run out of battery because I didn't have a lot when I came out here. Is Tammy videoing it? I was going to make a video the other day about something I was cooking. What was it now? And I said, nah, people know how to do that already. And I never did. Trying not to make cooking videos on stuff everyone else does. Because anything you can type in anything in YouTube and there's thousands of videos. All the same thing. No, what, Tim? I forgot now. What did I say? Oh, she don't put pulley sausage in it or something? I like my just potato soup, just potatoes. Every once in a while, I'll put cheese in it. It's good that way, too. And I have made potato cheese and broccoli soup before. That's pretty good, too. Oh, she's not making... Okay. I'm about video burnout. Okay. Yeah, I don't do as many as I did because it's kind of pointless. I was doing them hot and heavy for a while, trying to get somewhere. It's just, when you're not people's thing, you're just not their thing, you know? I understand that because, and I was loyal to all these other channels, and I'm not doing that anymore. I watch people that watch me. You know, it's like one hand feeds the other, you know? I do watch other ones, but not like I used to. We're having leftover crock pot brisket. Okay, that'll be good. I did canned corned beef this year too. Actually, no, it was last year, I believe. I think I did it. Yeah, yeah. It's you know, I can't help talking about the Lord, and there's reasons for that I don't disclose to everybody because it would open up a world of, well, I'll put it this way, of defeating my purpose or His purpose. Tim, your channel's just fine. I really like your videos. At least you have something to do in yours. I don't have anything to do. I can't afford to do anything. So it's like, who want to watch somebody walk into the mailbox every day? And that's about the highlight of your day, you know? But I won't give it up. I'm still going to do them. Just not as, hot and heavy as I was trying to. I've been at this for over 15 years. If you go back and look, well, put it this way. They say I've been a YouTuber for 15 years, but they don't talk about I was actually there for over, 1999. And all of a sudden they deleted my channel and all my videos, and for no reason, no explanation, nothing, just gone. And I had to re-upload everything. So that's how it happened. If you're into to socially acceptable things nowadays that I'm not, then you'll be popular then. Or drama, or sex, that kind of stuff. What they'll let you get away with on YouTube. And I've seen a lot of stuff I can't believe they let them get away with it. Look, been done. No, it's not. Well, it could be if it was a level playing field, but it's not. There's the haves and the have-nots, like in everything else. Other people can go on there and go, and people send them money up the, you know. And I tried it on advice of other people. And it backfired on me so bad, and it just destroyed my YouTube, basically. Yeah, I would like to too, Tim. It's it's crazy. It's only going to get worse. So many people are, there's so much demonic stuff. I heard it last night. I heard some awful things last night where I never expected to hear it. But I knew before I went over there because I wore my belt last night, and my belt buckle has a big cross on it. And the Lord stirred something in my spirit. It's like, it's going to happen. And it did. But I was ready for it. But needless to say, it still devastated me. Yeah, we're no longer in Kansas. I don't know where we are half the time anymore. Your laptop took a crap? Oh, I thought you had a desktop for some reason. Well, if it wasn't so much for postage, Tim, you could send it up here and I'd try to fix it for you. That's what I did for a living. But the postage would be ridiculous. I usually tell people, don't send me stuff anymore because it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's, other people that come on and all they got to do is whimper a little bit, turn on the waterworks, and all kinds of people help them and stuff. But when I was going through a real crisis, it was like those people all disappeared, went to other channels and started talking about me. Right when I was there and they didn't know it. And other people's live streams saying horrible stuff when I lost my wife and stuff and almost had to sell everything. It could be a savage world. When I did nothing to anybody, they said all kinds of bad things about me that weren't true. But that's to be expected. They did it to the Lord, they'll do it to you too if you follow him. Yep. Do you know what? All that stuff hurt me. It hurt me deeply by friends that meant the world to me. But you know what? The Lord provided. He made a way where there was no way. And I made it. Even though Satan used them to try and destroy everything. The Lord's on my side. That's the only way I can explain it, because I'm here today. I still have my house, my property and stuff. Doing my best to hang on to it till I kick over, so leave it to my kids. Because the Bible says a good father leaves up an inheritance for his kids, for his children, and that's what I'm doing. I don't have money, but I can leave my house. That's money. Yep. And those people that did all that stuff that were my friends haven't come back to this day. Even if they did, I would never say anything to them. They would never know that I know anything. Because what they don't understand is I have discernment. I know things. I have dreams of things. The Lord shows me things. I know who did what and when and where and how. But I will never say anything. Exactly, Tim. Yep, they're never my friends. Yep. There's so many of that nowadays. I did shout outs for their channels and everything and put them in different videos and everything. And sent gifts, all kinds of stuff in it. But the thing is I can't be like them. I still care about them and love them deeply. Florida is no longer cheap to live. Tied with California. Oh boy. Fake friends, yep. Once they saw they couldn't get anything out of me, they dumped me. It's like, I don't know what they thought. Oh, did you know? It was going around YouTube too that I was loaded. It's so funny that somehow, I don't know where it came from. Probably when I got my Honda that I had before I got the truck is when it started. But I did everything on my own merit to get that thing. The Lord helped me get it. I did not have money. I got my back pay, which made the down payment on that vehicle. I drove it for 2 years, traded it in for more than I paid for it on this truck. And I'm paying on the truck because I need a truck out here. If your absence doesn't bother them, then your presence never mattered. Exactly. That hurts, though. But, oh well. I rejoice because I know I have more crowns to lay at Jesus' feet. Because I know if people persecute me, I'm doing the right thing. Yep, what I did was I paid off my house. I don't owe for that anymore. It's mine, free and clear. Paid that off. And then that was all done. Miracles. All kinds of things happened with the money that came in to do that. And I didn't know that much on it. And then this, I got my, after going through several doctors, got my disability, and I got all my back pay. I had been tested way back in 2004. And I was approved. And then, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks later, I think it was, they said I didn't have enough work credits, which it was totally wrong. Somehow they lost my records from the jobs I had. It doesn't even show up. If you go over there now and I try to look at my employment history, half the places I worked aren't even on there. And I don't know how to go about getting that fixed. I don't know. They must have did something. Well, after my wife died and everything, the Lord turned the tables and I was able to pay the house off. And now it wasn't easy. I called the guy that I got the house from, land contract here in Michigan. You can still do that. And him and I cried on the phone. He was a Christian too. And he told me not to worry about it. He knew I would pay it when I was able to. So for a while, I didn't pay anything until the Lord started doing all these things that I can't even explain to you. I don't know how it happened. It just did. And then he flipped it. I went and seen another doctor and endured, oh my gosh, probably about an hour and a half of x-rays. And 2 weeks later, my check came with my back pay and stuff. Well, first it was a phone call. They told me that I was approved and everything. And when I got the check me and my dad went over. Dad knows all about it. We went right over to the car dealer because I had a dead, well, I don't know if you guys remember the white truck I had. That was the reason I wasn't at the hospital the day my wife died, because the Lord fixed it so it wouldn't start. So I was there the day before, and the day of, it wouldn't start. I got home the next day and that thing started. Went and bought a new battery for it, and apparently it wasn't the battery. And then I found out later when I traded it in for this one, or the Honda, I mean, that it had a cracked frame on it, and I didn't even know that. So could have maybe been killed or mangled or something on, if that went. Because to look at it like that, you didn't know. Like if you see it, like where the box joins the front end, you see the little, you kind of got an indication that something's not right in Denmark. But I didn't do that. It was only a crack, and it didn't show on the outside. And I crawled under that thing before I got it, and I didn't see it under there. Now, to be fair, the guy that I got it from told me there was a crack in it, but he didn't know much about cars. So I thought, well, he just thinks there was, because I didn't see anything. I said, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. Well, apparently he did, because I did not notice it till it was pointed out to me where it was. And holy cow. And it was right about in that area where the frame was cracked. Now, it had a hitch on the back like this one does, but it also had one on the front. They used to use it for moving around motorhomes. Oh, not motorhomes, mobile homes, trailers. Oh, look, another cat. And I'm wondering if they pushed something too hard or jerked it too hard or something and busted it. And they used to use it to go to the airport, I guess, and pick up luggage and stuff. Different things like that. So who knows what happened. But I got better. I sure like that one I got now. Waiting for the auto market to crash before we look at pickups. Crazy pricing. Yeah. Message retracted. I'm trying to get my husband upgraded from the military disability. What a nightmare. Did you get your senator involved? That's what I had to do. I wrote to the senator for me, but he never did write back, and I never had to write him. But for my wife, we did it for her too, because she was clearly disabled, put it that way. And I brought the senator in on it, and he sent a thing back where she had to write what was wrong with her in explicit detail as much as possible. She sent that back in, and next thing you know, we were in court, and she got her disability. And back then, they still gave you all your back pay, not just 5 years like they do now. They went way back. That helped a lot. Right now, there is a Sun Prime. Where'd it go? Sun Prime Auto Loan Bubble on new and used. Oh, really? Say that again, Grampy. What did I say? It took 9.5 months to get a decision for his tinnitus. Have docs for hearing. Oh. Well, if you got all that stuff, write to your senator. Or call his office, and if you can get to talk to him, which is highly unlikely, which I didn't either when I did it for my wife. But I emailed him. I went to his, I think it was at the White House where I got the link for his page. And I went there and emailed him directly. And he responded. I always put in everything I do when I send anything to a congressman or a senator. I write at the bottom, please acknowledge, send written acknowledgement of receiving this letter. And they always do. If you put that on there, because you don't know if they see it or not. Usually it's the SWAT team that handles all that stuff. I have tinnitus from working in the flooring mill for 25 years. Oh my goodness. I contacted Marjorie Taylor Greene's vets. Vets could not get any records from the VA because of C-19. Oh yeah, well, I had military records too. I tried to get into the Army, and I had oh my God, big thick file. And I went down and did all the physicals and all that stuff. And they told me I had to, the first time back in 2004, that I had to get those. And up until like 2 years before that, I still had everything. And it was copies that they gave me. Well, I threw them away. I didn't think I was going to need them. Well, they told me they couldn't get them because the warehouse where they had them, all the records stored at, had a fire and thousands of records were lost. So there was no way that I could get those. So I had to wing it on my own then. But it's just amazing the way the Lord turned it around, because I've been fighting all them years to get things and nothing would happen. And then all of a sudden, just like that, the Lord came on the scene and he moved mountains in a big way. There's a lot of people out there that spread all over YouTube saying that I don't qualify for it and stuff. Well, I'm sorry, honey. I went through all the tests, all the x-rays, all the stuff they do to you in those physicals that proved I am qualified. So you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. This body's worn out. I hope the next one is better. Yeah, it will be. It sure will be. Well, I think I'm going to have to get my shoes and go in. I think the mosquitoes are... I keep feeling something flying around me here trying to bite me. Or some little gnat things, too, could be. Not to mention, I had a few yellow jackets. Well, it's skeeters. I see them. Holy cow. An hour already? Holy Moses. Oh, well, I'll go in and watch some more YouTube. If you guys like farming videos, check out this guy's channel. I really love this guy. I love the way he treats his animals. It's called Just a Few Acres Farm. Really nice guy. Pretty smart, too. I watch his videos all the time. And Gearrock Farms, I watch them, too. I just love farms. I don't know why. I always have. Of course, I would have horses and cows and pigs and everything all here if I could do it. Trying to do my best with what the Lord gives me. Exactly. No, really an hour flies when you're having fun. Yes, it does. I watch the channel. Oh, do you? Trying to do my... Oh, that's I read that one. Hey, Misha, how are you? Yeah, they are. They're just getting started. There's a lot of them yet. But I got up there and that tree, there's some brownish, yellowish color up there. And this tree used to turn bright flame orange, just absolutely gorgeous. But now it turns yellow. I wish it would turn orange again. The first year we moved in here, it was like a burning bush or something. That color, it was absolutely beautiful. And the sun comes through the leaves, it lights them up like it was so pretty. There's some out there by the road. I don't know if I can. A little bit of color up there. But out by the road further, there's a lot more color. My trees seem to be ones that change later than the other ones. I don't know if it's something to do with the shade or what. There's some little color. Get up there. Where's that one? I don't know if they're showing up. I can't tell. Even my pine trees, that big one there, it gets brown needles too and drops them. It doesn't go totally naked. It just drops some of its leaves off. Let's see what's behind me. Can't really see. I'm zoomed in yet. Oops. Yeah, my yard is pretty much leaves. You're good? Waiting for this cooler temperatures? Good. How are you? I'm great. I love the deep orange. Yeah, I do too. Pretty. Pennsylvania is beautiful in the fall. I can imagine, Tim. I saved the pine needles put in my beds. Save on mulch. Yeah, they're all over here. PA is gorgeous. Yeah, Misha's from there. So you can't really see. It's mostly sand here now because I just mowed not that long ago. I'd mow like twice a summer because I got mostly weeds and leaves. There's my grass patch. And a little back there. Out there along the edge, there's some. The rest is pretty much weeds and leaves. Acorns, and not acorns. Pine cones, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I'd like to go to Maine too. Party up there. See my beautiful truck? It's right in the way. I wanted to try to get those trees over there. No. That was a secret attempt to get my truck in there. Yeah, this one up here isn't doing much of any color change yet. It's a maple too. It should be pretty soon. Florida Nation, yeah. You should have seen it, Misha. I pulled, I think it's around 28-foot camper home day before yesterday, 156 miles with my truck. For my sister. It's over there in her yard now. If you can see through the trees, I can't hold still either. It's that grayish colored one in front of the cars. No, that's not my camper, it's my sister's. But yeah, she could. Well, if it was mine. Oh yes, if I had a camper, I could park it anywhere in here. I even told Tim that. Him and Tammy come up here and park it anywhere in my yard. You guys should smell it here right now. Oh. Crispy, spicy, kind of crunchy. How do you describe it? Autumny smell? Yes, space. Oh, I can't either, Miss. I love snow, as you know. Yeah, that's what it smells like here. It's kind of leafy, spicy, acorny, if the acorns have a smell. I always think autumn smells kind of like spice, especially on certain days, like a cinnamony type of chestnutty. How to describe it? It just smells good. My cousin sent me some fall leaves a few years ago from New York. As soon as it's cooler, we will start bonfire weenie roast. Well, if you look at my posts on Facebook and stuff, my sister had a campfire last night in her backyard. I went over there for supper, and then we sat around the fire and had s'mores. I only ate one. I think I'm going to try to get me some bricks or cement blocks and make a nice big fire thing out here someplace, probably on the other side. I don't know. Someplace where I have an opening where I can see the sky a little bit so I don't set a tree on fire. And their yard over there, they don't have any trees. Pretty much all of them are mowed down. Or cut down, I mean. Gotta watch those limbs, yep. Who's gonna crank the ice cream churn? Oh, I'd sure you find all kinds of volunteers for that. I would. Can't be worse than cranking my grinder all day. You know, my one you hook on the table and cast iron one. My wife's parents used to have a ice cream maker that looked like half of a barrel. Small one, you know. But do I make my own flour? No, I buy it. I would if I could, but I can't. Don't have the mill for it. Now, when I was raising my kids, I used to buy spelt grain and grind that up. And my kids didn't like it back then. They said, I don't want that bread with seeds in it. Oh, boy. Now that's all they eat. Oh, Tim mentioned about making ice cream. You're growing spelt now? Oh, that's the original wheat. Mary used to make Jesus spelt cakes. That was his favorite. So I bought some of the spelt berries from the health food store, organic ones. And you got to cook them babies up to get them soft and everything. And now this isn't for making flour, but for making bread and stuff. To soften them up, or else you got to grind them into flour first. It's in a large container. I would love spelt. I liked the bread it made. Back then, I didn't have a mill then either. It was just regular flour, and I put spelt in it. But I like wheat berries. Any of those, I'll eat them. Not very often because they are loaded with carbs. And I have to be careful. Applesauce cake, that's good. I love spice cake too. But I don't want a spice cake. Same way with carrot cake. I don't want a dried out popcorn fart one. I want a nice moist one. How different does spelt taste from wheat? Hardly any noticeable difference at all, except for the grains are smaller. Because it's the original wheat. Is really what it is. Before it got into being GMO'd and tortured and mutilated and flambéed and whatever else they did to it to make it like it is. Do I take insulin? No. I have the metformin. Bleached, yeah, exactly. If I could afford to buy it, like from Bob's Red Mill or something like that, good flour. But even then, if it's not freshly ground, it's still going to be partly rancid by the time you get it. Because your wheat grains and all that are better when it's freshly ground and made into bread, like right away. And pretty soon I won't be taking anything. I grind my own spelt flour and white wheat. Yep. I know you do a lot of that stuff, Southern Prairie. But you have to. I would like to. Like if I could get, like 25, 30 pounds, probably 25 pounds would be more than enough for me. It'd be way too much of spelt flour. Yeah, it'd be good. I thought it tasted a little better than regular wheat, though. Just me. All you need to do to make all-purpose flour is to triple shift. Yeah. You can vac seal all-purpose flour for 3 years. Yep, I freeze it. My freezer is full. It's got like 75 pounds of flour in it right now. Well, I did take out 10 pounds and filled up my jars. Oh, triple sift. That's what I have is right now it's all-purpose white flour. I do buy wheat too, but that's gone. I used that already. Hardly any bird sounds or anything today. There you go. A blue jay. That means the deer are around. I know they're watching. I could feel them. I know when my deer are here. Just don't know where they're hiding. Because today's the first day of bow season here. So they're hiding good. But they know they're safe here. I won't shoot. I won't hunt unless I have to. I don't get into killing animals just for the fun of it. It's not fun to me. It makes a lot of work. Anything we can do to save dollars and have quality, yes. That's for sure. Hi, Eileen. Never got a notice. Wow, you should have. Well, I'm going to have to go in the house because I either plug my phone in or something because I only had like 60-some% battery when I started. I know it's probably about ready to go dead on me. maybe later on, maybe I can start up another live stream on my computer if anybody's game for it. My dear orange jars in the cellar, yep. Have a lovely evening. You too, Michelle. I'm sorry, Eileen. I know you just got here. Well, I'll go in and see if I can plug my phone in and be able to reach it. So happy I caught a live stream with you, Grampy. Oh, thanks. And everyone, I am game for later. Okay, I'll try to get my supper done and everything. And connection permitting, I will try later on. I have no idea what time it is right now. Let's see. 4:30? Yeah, I'll eat early maybe. I have a 6-foot cord. Yeah. I have a 10-foot. It just doesn't work anymore. Oh, I thought I saw one of the deer over there. I saw something go through there. Oh, must not. I don't see anything now. Of course you won't though. They stand right there and look at me and I don't see them until they move. Okay, yep. Bye for now, everybody. I promise. I will try to get on later. Probably 8 or so, right around there. 7:38, I'll try to get back on. Okay? I love you all, and I will see you later on. And remember, whatever you do in life, make a difference. God bless y'all. Grampy Campy, signing off for now. Bye.